Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about the motivation topic speaking in IELTS. This is one of my favorite speaking topic. I want to discuss with you. Okay, so let's get started. How can children be motivated to achieve their goals? Children respond best to intrinsic motivation combined with appropriate external support. The most effective approach involves having them set specific achievable goals using SMART framework, making goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Creating visual tools like goal ladders breaks large objectives into manageable steps, allowing children to celebrate small victories along the way. Additionally, discovering what genuinely excites each child and connecting the goals to personal interests significantly enhances motivation. Parents and teachers should focus on raising effort and persistence rather than just outcome, fostering a growth mindset that views challenges as learning opportunities. Who is more responsible for motivating children, parents or teachers? I will talk about the parents' perspective. Parents bear the primary responsibility for motivating children, as they are the first mentors and role models. Children naturally imitate their parents' behavior, reaction, and attitudes, making parental influence foundational to a child motivational framework. Parents have the unique advantage of understanding their child's individual personality, interests, and needs intimately, allowing them to provide personalized motivation strategies. Furthermore, the home environment sets the stage for educational values when parents create a stimulating learning environment and demonstrate enthusiasm for education. It reinforces positive attitude toward achievement. The parent-child relationship also offers consistency and emotional security that support long-term motivation, unlike the temporary nature of teacher-student relationship. So I return to the teacher's perspective. The teachers play an equally crucial role in motivating children, particularly through their professional expertise in educational psychology and child development. Teachers are trained to understand diverse learning styles and can implement research-based motivational strategy effectively in classroom settings. They provide structured goal setting opportunities and creating competitive yet supportive environments that naturally foster motivation. Teachers also serve as secondary role models who can inspire children to explore new interests and develop academic confidence. Moreover, teachers have the advantage of working with peer groups enable them to harness social motivation and collaborative learning, which are powerful drivers for children's engagement. Is it always necessary to set goals to motivate children? While goal setting is highly beneficial, it's not always necessary for motivation. Some children are naturally motivated by curiosity, exploration, and the joy of learning itself. Intrinsic motivation, the internal desire to engage in activities for personal satisfaction, can be equally powerful as goal-oriented motivation. However, research shows that goal setting provides structure, focus, and measurable progress, which particularly benefits children who feel overwhelmed or lack direction. Lack, lack direction. Lack of. The key is finding the right balance. Structure goals work well for some children, while others thrive with more flexible, interest-driven approach. Ultimately, the most effective strategy combines both spontaneous learning opportunities with purposeful goal setting when appropriate. What motivates adults? Adult motivation is significantly more complex and multifaceted than children motivation. Adults are primarily driven by autonomy, competence, and relatedness. The need to feel in control of their choices, capable of their abilities, and connected to others. Professional factors like career advancement, financial security, and meaningful work-play crucial roles. Adults also respond to both intrinsic motivators, personal satisfaction, skill mastery, purpose, and extrinsic motivators, recognition, compensation, status. Additionally, life circumstances heavily influence adult motivation, family responsibilities, health concerns, and personal values all shape what drives an individual. Unlike children, adults often require motivation that connects to their broader life goals and long-term vision of success. Why are some people seemingly much more motivated than others? Individual differences in motivation stem from a complex interplay of personality traits, psychological needs, and life experiences. Research indicates that the genetic factors contribute significantly to motivational differences, particularly in traits like conscientiousness, and achievement orientation. Some individuals have naturally higher levels of intrinsic motivation and are driven by internal satisfaction rather than external rewards. Personal history also matters. Those who experience early success and positive reinforcement tend to maintain higher motivation levels throughout life. Additionally, differences in self-efficacy beliefs, fear failure, and cognitive patterns like role versus fixed mindset contribute to motivational variation. Environmental factors, including family background, cultural values, and social support systems, further explain why some people appear more naturally driven than others. How to get motivation? Getting motivation requires understanding that it's often a result of action, not a requisite for it. The most effective approach is starting with small, manageable tasks and celebrating completion to trigger the brain reward system. Creating external structure through specific goals, deadlines, and accountability system help maintain the sorry sorry guys, I had something. Okay, let's continue. How to get motivation? Getting motivation requires understanding that it's often a result of action, not a requisite for it. The most effective approach is starting with small, manageable tasks and celebrating completion to trigger the brain reward system. Creating external structure through specific goals, deadlines, and accountability system helps maintain momentum. Connecting activities to personal values and long-term purposes strengthen intrinsic motivation. Regular habits and routines reduce the need for constant motivation by making positive behaviors automatic. Additionally, environmental change and social support and breaking tasks into smaller components can overcome motivational barriers. It's important to avoid rewarding procrastination and instead use boredom as a motivator to take action. What ways should a boss do and keep to motivate employees in a company? Effective managers motivate employees through multiple strategy approaches. Recognition and appreciation, both formal and informal, are fundamental, as employees need to feel their contribution of value. Providing autonomy and empowerment allows employees to take ownership of their work, which significantly boosts engagement. Clear communication of expectation, regular constructive feedback, the professional development opportunities demonstrate investment in employee growth, creating meaningful work connection by explaining how individual roles contribute to larger organizational goals, enhance purpose-driven motivation. Additionally, offering flexible work arrangements, promoting work-life balance, and building a strong relationship between manager and team members foster long-term motivation. The key is tailoring approaches to individual employees, as different people respond to different motivational strategy. Should there be competition between employees? Workplace competition can be beneficial when properly managed, but require careful consideration. Healthy competition increases employees' engagement, drive innovation, and helps identify high performers while creating role models for others. It can boost productivity and encourage skill development as employees try to excel. However, this excessive competition can damage team cooperation, create unhealthy work cultures, and lead to unethical behavior like sabotage or information hoarding. The negative effects, including discouraging lower performing employees and potentially creating inequity and stress. The optimal approach involves fostering competition between 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 teams rather than individuals, ensuring clear ethical guidelines and balancing competitive elements with collaborative goals. Competition works best when it's structured, fair, focus on performance improvement rather than elimination. The last question: how can you help someone who has no motivation? Having demotivated individuals require patience, understanding, and strategy intervention. First, identify the root cause, whether it's burnout, a lack of purpose, fear of failure, or external circumstances affecting their drive. Building supportive relationships and showing genuine care creates a foundation of motivational recovery. Start with extremely small, achievable tasks to rebuild confidence and momentum, then gradually increase the complexity, change the environment, and introduce novelty to wreck negative patterns. Provide mentorship and help them connect their activities to personal values or larger purposes. Sometimes professional help from therapists and counselors is necessary to address deeper psychological barriers. Avoid judgment and instead focus on encouraging effort over results and celebrating small wins and being consistent in support. The key is meeting them when they are gradually building their sense of capability and purpose. So that is the end of this today topic speaking. Thank you for listening.